Welcome to Traditional Championship Wrestling, the web show. We are seeing part 2 of Reckage Romance against Dark Circle for the TCW Tag Team Championship of the world. In the ring right now, Jeff Jett from Reckage Romance and APOC from Dark Circle. APOC going to the throat of Jett. If you saw last week's show, you know it was rough and tumble from the beginning. Now APOC just a blatant choke on Jeff Jett. Now APOC setting Jett up on the top turnbuckle, going for that superplex. Jeff fighting back and finally pushes APOC off. Jeff climbs down. He's been in the ring for quite a long time. Now he's got to get over and make that tag with Matt Riviera. You see Danny Hodge in the corner. The Professional Wrestling Hall of Famer was in the corner of Reckage Romance, and General Skandoric, or you see him ringside. There's the tag to Riviera and the tag to Storm. Riviera, the fresh man in there now. Storm and APOC both getting their fill of Matt Riviera. Look at the far side of the ring. It's Prince Alfarad. What the heck is he doing? He and Jeff Jett had a match earlier in the evening, and now they're on their way to the back. Let's get this straightened out. We'll be right back.
Championship Wrestling invades the Pine Bluff Convention Center on Saturday night, June 12th, with a bell time of 7 p.m. You'll see a big main event as TNA stars collide when Mr. Anderson takes on the Pope. Also in action will be Hacksaw, Jim Duggan, Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, VH1's Matt Riviera, Lady Wrestlers, 2 title matches, and much more. Tickets are on sale now at the Convention Center and start as low as $10. Log on to traditionalwrestling.net for more information. Be there.
We have been inundated with calls from the TCW offices as to the status of the Pope. Everybody knows that the Pope was injured in April at the hands of Mr. Anderson, and whether the Pope is going to be able to make it or not. Well, we can tell you that we've got some resolution on that, and we're going to let you know before the end of this web show exactly what's going to happen in Pine Bluff. Riviera and APOC. Riviera had to go 1-on-2, and now Riviera with the big knee to the head of APOC. Riviera's had to fight it out himself. Jeff Jett and Prince Alfarad fought it to the back, count of 2. Fought to the back with Danny Hodge, trying to break them up the whole way. Now APOC with the rake to the eyes of Matt Riviera. Matt's reaching for a tag, but nobody's there. Now the tag to Storm. Storm, and a block by Riviera. Matt still fighting back hard. Big punches. Whip to the ropes. Big hip toss. Down for the count 1. Count of 1. Storm and Riviera back and forth. Matt's had to take on both of these guys. And now APOC with the knee to the back of Riviera. Referee's got to do something about these guys. I mean, one-on-one is one thing. It's fair, but Storm with a big boot. Matt Riviera holding his head. I can imagine it's probably going to be killing him right now. Now Storm up with Riviera once again. Big clothesline. Tag to APOC, and APOC comes back in. Like I said, with Pine Bluff Pandemonium coming up on the 12th of June, we have got to get some resolution, and I think we do, to find out whether the Pope is going to be there on the 12th at the Pine Bluff Convention Center, and if he's going to be in any shape to wrestle. We've got some answers, and we're going to share them with you. APOC lifts up Riviera for the Death Valley driver to drives him into the canvas. Goes for the cover. This may be it, too. Riviera gets his shoulder up. Neither one of the Dark Circle can understand how in the world Matt Riviera can withstand this kind of punishment. As you can see at ringside, nobody there for Matt Riviera. Jeff Jett was in the back, Danny Hodge in the back with Prince Alfarad. For all I know, they're still brawling in the back. APOC pulling on the neck and the chin of Matt Riviera. You hear Tim Storm yelling, "Quit!" to Riviera, telling him to give up before he gets hurt seriously. Riviera still fighting it. Belly to back suplex. Now what's Storm doing in the corner? He's got a chain. Both wrestlers down. Referee Johnny Graves counting. Now Riviera's up at the count of 4. Storm clubs Riviera in the back. Storm throws the chain. Oh, great job by our cameraman. APOC with the chain. Look out. Riviera walks into the chain. APOC stuffs him in his trunk. 1, 2. Oh, I don't believe it. Dark Circle, the new TCW Tag Team Champions. Unbelievable. Now stomping on Riviera. And there's your new TCW Tag Team Champions, Tim Storm and APOC, the Dark Circle. Let's hear from them.
Here they are. Hey, we told you what we were going to do. You know, interview after interview, wrestler after wrestler stands on here and they tell you what they're going to do, and they don't back it up. The Dark Circle, the most dominant tag team in wrestling today, not only do we make promises, we fulfill promises. We own it all. We are traditional championship wrestling. Reckage Romance. We told you we were coming. We told you we were going to take your belts. We told you, and we did it, just like we always do.
Every team in the history of our sport has had 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 100 people. The NWA had, what, 47 people? The Four Horsemen had 1, 2, 3, 4. Legion of Doom had how many? 3, 4. How many of us? 2 people. We are the greatest tag team in professional wrestling. We've said it once, now we've proved it.
Pine Bluff Pandemonium, June the 12th, the Convention Center, TCW. Matt Riviera, we're coming at ya. And it's going to be a little bit of something lethal, a little bit of romance. That's right. It's Jay Lethal, Matt Riviera, Lethal Romance. Dark Circle, we're coming after those TCW belts, and Pine Bluff, you're never gonna be the same.
Here's that breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. The Pope D'Angelo De Niro has recruited D'Lo Brown to face Mr. Anderson June the 12th at Pine Bluff Pandemonium. Next week, Tim Storm defends the title against Jeff Jett on TCW Web Show. We'll see you next week, right here.